I think the beautiful thing about Dyadic is it's not one shot on goal. We've created a way to make proteins in big tanks affordably. We talk about making proteins not in small test tubes, but in 150,000 liter fermenters. And to give you a picture of that, that's like a 4-story tall building. This is a massive scale. So we've scaled up our particular fungus to be able to make proteins, and it's programmable. So we want to program it to make enzymes for food, program it to make enzymes for feed, program it to make fuel enzymes, cosmetics, nutraceuticals, or some new invention. The thing that we have to do in Dyadic, and we are doing, is collaborating with the world's scientific community, whether it be academic institutions or industrial scientists. They're creating discoveries every day in a test tube. They find a gene, they make an enzyme, they make a microgram of it, they study it, they characterize it, and they publish a paper, and they put it on the shelf. So we have to help them understand that you don't need to leave these discoveries on the shelf anymore. We have a way of bringing your discoveries to the marketplace for the benefit of humankind and the planet, and of course, economically for the benefit of Dyadic and its shareholders, as well as our collaborators. Yeah, so it's, the world runs on oil and we want it to run on sugar. So if it can run on sugar, it's renewable, it can be grown locally, it can produce, crops anywhere in the world. It's a variety of crops. It all turns plant material to cellulose and makes glucose. We use our enzymes to digest the cellulose to turn into glucose. And then people feed that to either a bacteria or an algae or a yeast to produce either a chemical, a fuel, a polymer, or a plastic, or any other form of compound that they want from carbohydrates. Attending the BioWorld Congress allows us an opportunity to present our wares. We get to show off our technology. We get to meet with people that have a need that we can help satisfy. So if, for example, if you're in the food business and you want to make a food enzyme to make food more nutritious or healthier, but you have no way of making that enzyme, you can work with us to develop a new product to make an improvement on your existing food process. If you're in the fuel business and you want to make butanol, or you want to make cellulosic ethanol, you want to make polymers or chemicals, you need cheap sugar. And we're working on biomass as sugars, so we meet with the largest agricultural chemical companies. We meet with the ag bio, we meet with the chemical companies, we meet the oil companies and the ethanol companies, and we're working together to try to find a solution on how to take biomass, convert it into sugar, so that all of them can make all these wonderful products and get off oil. And then you go into cosmetics or nutraceuticals. There's a guy here from L'Oreal, and he's talking about how now biotech is making a huge impact in the cosmetic business, where they thought for years that it wouldn't play a part. They're now using it as some of their basic ingredients. Where I think he said some of the products contain 40% of the compounds are made through biotechnology. So it's meeting all the different aspects of where biotech is being used today and where it can be used tomorrow, and figuring out what our strengths are, what their strengths are, and putting the 2 + 2 together, not just to get to 4, but to get to 24.